Radio. This is the Urban Suite D Major, Cheryl Metal, Rick Rude, Cien, Louie Dollars in the studio. You know we could probably sit here for another hour.
Oh yeah, we can.
But
Sure.
man, I truly appreciate y'all coming through.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Oh, of course, and we'll be trying to get y'all back up here too to discuss a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Man, I didn't know how much history that y'all truly have in this city, going through everything. Man, anything coming up that maybe we need to know about, or are you working on right now?
I mean, I'm still working on. I'm trying to put that book together or whatever I'm trying to do. But I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that I'm really trying to go through and like piece together. But you know, like I said, it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. I got to go through several things. You know, scan it all, get it ready for like print. It's going to be a lot. You know, and I know people ask me sometimes. They're like, "Hey, well, you got this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." But it's just not ready to be seen yet, you know. Yeah. I mean, it's just all in the works. But you know, I've been, like I said, I've been talking to a few people here and there. I haven't really put a crew together, I guess, to make it happen. But it's in the works, you know. And you know, I mean, I guess if you're documenting the history, you know, it's not gonna just be, you know, something that's gonna be like, hey, you know, you start here and there. No, we got to get information. We got to get details. We got to get, you know, we got to get the facts straight. It's a real long process, and it's like everything that I've been looking at is just like, wow, you know, it's kind of overwhelming. It really is, because it's a lot.
Yes,
it's a lot, and it's like, you know, me going through things, and like sometimes I see stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember that, or you know, I forgot about this. You know, I need to put this. Like, there's something that I always talk about, or I've always remember. And I know I have it somewhere. And there was a group, not a group, but there was a crew, I guess, or somebody who used to do shows. They used to go by MOB Entertainment back in the day. And they used to put on events. And they did a few shows here and there. And I remember like ripping their flyers off of like poles, or like, you know, scraping them off of the side of a building or something. And it was like, I know nobody has that. But that's part of those are pieces of the pie that, you know, have got to be seen by somebody. And, you know, I don't know what those guys are doing now. It was like two brothers. I don't know what they're doing now, but, you know, they were like real involved in the scene, and they, you know, they were trying to like do stuff there on their own. But this was like, you know, mid-90s, you know? I mean, it just, no one's gonna have that, you know? I mean, so it's like me having those items, you know, in my archives, it's like, you know, I want it to be seen by people.
Yeah.
So that's why it's kind of like, you know, and then like I was talking, well, you brought up the whole primate shows and like how we, you know, met each other through primates. We were talking out here in the lounge, and Rick was bringing up that Cien 13 used to be with the, you know, the taqueria place or whatever it is now, the restaurant. But you know, that was I remember one of the first primate shows was there. Yeah. And
that was the Atmosphere, right?
Well, no. There was a show. It was a local show with local artists, but it was First Words crew were the ones who performed. And I know I have that flyer. I just need to get it out there and, you know, show people as well. But we were talking about that because Rick was saying that he's gone to a lot of shows there, you know, and that's kind of like your introduction to Cien 13, or
well, and then there was a lot of wasn't it like a metal club or bar?
It was kind of like a goth club.
Oh yeah, new wave punk. That's really.
I used to go to the punk shows. Over there
that's
too,
what I'm saying. It was like a punk, because I think my older cousin Robert, who I was talking about, who's a comedian, he used to go to a lot of punk rock shows. Yeah, because I just saw him this weekend. We were talking about Cien 13. It was like, man, a lot of people don't know.
We did that Rhymesters.
Yeah,
that was the Atmosphere one.
The Atmosphere show.
It was my Atmosphere, Micronauts. I forgot who was also on the bill.
I want to say one of the first major events.
Brother Ollie, I think.
Yeah,
I think they were all on that show.
Yeah.
But I want to say
I left with them to Austin after they did that show here. We went to Austin the next night. They took me with them, and I was just sitting in the green room the whole time, just drawing graffiti boards for everybody.
That's dope.
Oh yeah, you do the boards. Yeah. But one of the first, I think, major shows that Primates put together there, like I guess like with a touring artist, was MC Paul Barman.
Oh yeah,
word, yeah.
Scuba used to bring him down a lot.
And he did one of the shows that, like, it was one of the first, like, major shows that Primates had did, you know, and then afterwards, you know, a lot of things followed from there. Because I know, like, what was it, Money Martyrs, Tumex, and they performed there. It was like is that what the group is called? Like Money Smart Martyrs, or?
I'm not sure.
Like, yeah, it was something. So one of those off projects that Tumex had.
Yeah.
They did that, and like D-Ski performed from D-Ski was out there.
Yeah, I want to say shortly after that, it's when we did the at Cien's Burger Joint. We did the
Which one?
who was this guy? Mortal Technique.
Oh, that too.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
He busted out with that one song. The very first song he did was that one song, and everybody in the house was just like quiet at the end of that song. It was like waiting for the rush to start clapping. It was crazy.
Did Mojo open up that night? I remember we did some shows with Mojo as well.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Right?
I remember we did.
And it was at Sam's Burger Joint. So, I mean,
Yeah, Sam's Burger Joint got some history too.
Oh yeah.
now it's the Pearl, and like people.
They don't do shows like that no more.
Yeah, they flock there now, you know, like
To go eat?
Yeah, to go.
Well, it's like we were
out.
talking about earlier when we were doing shows. Everybody was scared to
Yeah,
the Pearl. Everything built around Josephine Street.
Yeah.
Which is personally probably my favorite restaurant in the area. I'm just saying.
I mean,
I'm gonna keep it real.
and not only that, but Taco Land. Yeah, they used to
Taco Land.
Taco Land was there. You know, when Ram owned it. And
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Ram.
Yeah, and I used to go to shows there all the time. You know, I used to watch a lot of punk rock bands play there. I used to see Jester DJ there quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
That whole area was just like scary to everybody else.
Hey, I saw DJ Klassen did a set last week at
Prince Klassen. That's a name.
Yeah.
I've heard of him.
He did a set at Friends of Sound opening a new location last weekend.
Yeah.
Or they had, yes.
Damn.
I didn't even know. I don't think
I
they
didn't-
even
I didn't know about
advertised
that.
or anything because I saw him. They had photos, somebody had put or video or whatever on Friends of Sound, and I was like, "The hell, DJ Klassen? Damn, throwback like
Yeah.
crazy."
Serious
I bothered him
throwback.
the other day on Instagram. I was just showing him old pictures of times when he was doing his thing here. Even graffiti wise, he was trying to paint with a couple of the guys back then. I was like, here, check. Remember this? Remember this?
That's funny, man. Yeah, because he's been around a minute,
Man,
long time.
we've got to get y'all back. Seriously,
Oh, yeah.
we got to get y'all back because
Sure.
so much history to cover. So much history to cover. Appreciate y'all coming through.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you
for
as
sure.
always.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, y'all, stay tuned. More music coming up. The third hour of the Urban Suite is coming up next.